Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jazzy, Faux and Fanny Slam, the God Mod themselves. All right, we're here to bring you the next episode of Faux The Streamers. This time we are going to be talking about bots in depth. All right, we're going to be going deep up in there because we touched on it last time, but now we're going to go straight into what we think is the best bot and the capabilities that it can do. We're also going to be talking about what links to allow and not allow, and then also we're going to be ending with Commander Root. What is it and why should you know how to use it, but also be extremely careful with it? Let's go ahead and start with, first of all, different bots. All right, now, like I said, we touched on this last time. We're just going to, I will give you a quick, brief reminder. Mix it up best. Stream Elements, okay. Streamlabs, remove it from your channel permanently. Don't use Streamlabs.
Remove it from your life.
Yes, remove it from your life. Streamlabs is garbage. It is horrible. Do not use it. All right, unlike you might be, why not use Streamlabs? Jazzy and Fanny? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Streamlabs loves to disconnect from one. If you pay for a bot account, I know I used to do it, and it constantly disconnected from that, and I'd like refresh the source even in the middle of streams. The stuff would be constantly delayed. Some stuff would just outright not work. Streamlabs would constantly be down, and many other reasons. I could go on forever. Just don't use Streamlabs. Stream Elements, pretty good. I like Stream Elements. I use it for a lot of my alerts, but you can use your alerts on Mix It Up. And I'm actually going to be making the change from all my alerts to go to Mix It Up soon as well. So, now that the only reason I haven't done that one is because I cannot import those settings. Whereas most of the bot commands and stuff you can, but my overlay settings, I cannot. So.
And that's okay, because I will help you.
That's true. Thank you. Where do you want to start with Mix It Up? Or should we go over the different bots first?
I think we'll just list like a few. I mean, I can't speak greatly on all of them because I love Mix It Up. I hold it close to my heart. But you've got a lot of them. You've got Wisebot. You've got Firebot, I believe, is one I've heard of.
I've heard Firebot is just as powerful as Mix It Up, but a little bit more confusing because Mix It Up can go super in depth with everything. Oh, yeah. But Firebot lets you go even more in depth, which I couldn't possibly imagine why you'd want to go more in depth, but this is what I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got a few extra features that I personally wouldn't touch. I don't even touch half of Mix It Up's features, but, there is, with every bot, there will be something for someone. So it really depends on what you are doing in your stream and who you are as a streamer, and just basically do your research. We are telling you everything we love about Mix It Up, but it may not be for you.
No, it will be for you. Don't lie to them. It's for them.
It's like 98% going to be for you.
Yeah. You 2%, well, you're built different.
Built different, yeah.
Moobot,
of course,
now,
I still use Moobot for one thing.
Yeah, I use Moobot for one thing and one thing only. And that is
what's yours?
Auto moderation.
Yeah, I do that through Mix It Up now, but fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't even know Mix It Up could do it, but I love Moobot's auto moderation settings. I mean, the only problem I have with Moobot is when you go to the dashboard, they're quite it's quite like, pay for this feature, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
But they have really good auto moderation without paying.
Yeah, they do.
Without paying, so that's great. The only issue I have with Moobot is it can't determine the difference between a clip from my channel and a clip from my channel made on a mobile device, which is...
That's a weird glitch.
Yeah, that's a weird problem to have.
It's been a thing for months, so
yeah,
I don't know when they're going to fix that.
Yeah, I don't even know if they know, but yeah, it's a weird one.
Someone should tell them.
Yeah, I feel like I should tell them, but...
Speaking of clips with Moobot, is the one thing I've found I can't do with Mix It Up, that I still use Moobot for, is whitelisting clips from my channel, but blacklisting clips from other people's channels, because I want people to be able to share clips they've made of me, but I don't really want other streams in my channel, so Moobot somehow with, magic can figure it out.
It's
And
true.
I don't know how to do that with Mix It Up.
It's true, and that's
so I
one
keep
of
it
the
around for that.
things. It's one of the things I use MoveBot for as well.
Yeah.
And put it's part of my auto moderation, because Twitch's auto moderation is like, I mean, it's okay, but like
It does the basic.
it's not great, but
Yeah.
MoveBot's
Oh yeah.
fantastic. Again, the only
I'm
issue
sure you'll
with
say the
MoveBot-
same thing about Mix It Up once I teach you how
No, I'm
to
not doing it.
transfer everything over.
I'm
You're
not doing it. I'm using MoveBot
It's 'cause-
forever.
It's because he's lazy again.
It's true. The only
Yes.
problem, well, not the only problem, but I love MoveBot, and no one even knows I use MoveBot, because MoveBot is literally like a sniper just sitting in like
Yeah,
sitting in the chat. No one knows. The only time you ever see MoveBot's name come up is if
It's
somebody
like-
breaks the rules, and it's like MoveBot timed them out. And it's just like, nice, thanks.
Well,
MoveBot.
it won't even say like to viewers, MoveBot time them out.
Oh,
That's
yeah, there
only
you go.
one thing.
Oh,
the
there
only
you
time
go.
it'll tell your chat is when it's like MoveBot sends a message like, "Hey, please don't spam caps. Please don't yell."
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
only time is when MoveBot's actually like, please don't yell."
That's true. It's
For the
crazy.
next
Yeah,
5 minutes, yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah, even MoveBot timeouts they won't see. They'll just think a mod did it.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like MoveBot knows what's up. MoveBot, literally, I just handed MoveBot a sniper, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, target selection.
Go
buddy."
ahead.
Oh, good stuff. But yeah, other than
But for the
MoveBot,
rest,
oh yeah,
mix
Shadowbot.
it up.
Shadowbot's okay.
Shadowbot. What
Yeah,
can that do?
Shadowbot's
At the risk
okay.
count, Jazzy?
It's Shadowbot. I would put on par with Stream Elements.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
that
yeah.
tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're about similar in strength. But
Yeah.
the thing I don't like about Shadowbot is the syntax to write commands is
Oh.
way different than like every other bot.
Yeah. Usually you can like copy it over just a little thing and it'll
Yeah,
be
but like their
basically
syntax
the same wherever you go.
is weird.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
it's like / quotation @ like what like it's so random. It's so random. Like it seems
That
like
is weird.
it's out of nowhere. I wouldn't use Shadowbot either though. I don't. It's quite a pain in my ass. But you know the
Fair
rest of them are good. All right, but anyway, mix it up. Let's talk about that
Oh, the good
features
stuff.
in depth. Look at Fanny getting ready,
Oh.
cracking those fingers.
Yeah, I got a lot written down here. Just Oh, it can do so much, and I love it.
All right,
I went through it before and just wrote everything down that I use,
all right.
or have played with.
Then lay it on us.
First of all, you can separate your streamer account and have a custom bot account with like profile picture and a cute name like Jazzy Phobot or Wild Shiny Ditto. For me,
For free, we might add.
oh yeah, it's just as easy as signing up for another Twitch account and then connecting your bot to it. Super easy.
Facts.
Unless you want to customize anything ever again, you don't even need to log into the bot account. So,
True.
I mean, I haven't logged into it in over a year.
Yeah, I don't even know the
Um,
login info for mine. I'm kind of concerned.
But you can also like update your stream info, which you can do on multiple other places, but you can use Mix It Up to automate it. Like you can do a command to automatically set your title, your category, your tags, just do it all at once, just with one command, which I've done before. It's really great. I used to go between two games, and I would just go between like that game, this game, all my tags would be done. Category
Oh
would be
yeah, I
done,
guess if you're
title
only
done.
doing like 2 games, yeah, it makes sense. At
Oh,
first,
yeah.
at first
If
you said
you're
automate it.
constantly-
I was like,
Yeah,
what?
if you're constantly changing stuff, it might not be for you. But if you know, like, you've got certain things, then you can just automate it.
Yeah,
It's
that's fair.
perfect.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like, yeah, you said automated, and I was like,
yeah.
wait a minute, it can automatically figure out my game? I was about to be like, that's fucking incredible.
Well, actually, it can to a point. It can connect with different services like your Discord or your Steam, and it might. Don't quote me on this. I've never looked into the Steam stuff, but it might be able to see the game you're playing. Not sure. You could
That's-
probably grab something from that.
That's
but again,
that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure. That would be cool if it could. I'm probably an upcoming feature even if it can't, because I know it can connect to your Steam.
That's pretty
One
lit.
other cool thing is finding channels to raid, because raiding is great.
Yeah, rating is
Um,
great.
And
But
there's
just,
a little
uh,
tool.
Quick side tangent here.
Oh, yes.
Please rate out. I hate
Please raid out.
I hate when I I know hate is a strong word, but I think it's actually appropriate here.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like the streamer, even if I don't know who they are, I think the worst thing you could ever do is like, oh, Jazzy, I only have like one viewer. It is my butt. Like, who cares? Go raid. Go raid out. And if you raid someone,
They'll see your name.
and if you raid out, with someone like with just one person or just like your mom or something or your bot, who cares? Raid out anyway. And if that person treats you with any less respect than they would a big raid, then they're not a good streamer. And I stand by that. I stand by that. If you get upset because you're like, well, it's only one viewer, Jazzy, why would I give it the same? Because you're a piece of shit. All right? I said it.
That's a person.
I'm standing next to it, bro. You started at one viewer. We all started at one viewer. If you
came to your stream,
yeah, exactly. They could have gone ahead
wants to give you their community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they don't have a community. Yes, well, who cares? Their community is them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So, like, don't like, and so then you just don't raid that person. You don't raid that person anymore. Always raid. I think the worst thing you can do as a streamer, well, one of the worst things you can do as a streamer is just end stream. Don't.
Yeah, otherwise it just becomes an echo chamber. Yeah, it's one of the ways. It's one of the ways you can stop traffic coming to your stream is just by staying in your own little circle.
Yeah, so
never expanding.
Exactly. You have to meet new people always, and you just go to your recommended list, pick someone who's small or similar in view count.
Yeah.
Usually within like 10 up or down.
Yeah.
Or just raid if you have friends. Go raid them. Either way,
great tool that I was about to talk about.
and now I want to go back. Tell me about this tool.
Great tool is that you can use Mix It Up to find channels to raid, and you can sort by like channels you follow, channels that are streaming the same game, featured channels on Twitch's featured page, and then it will show you the view count for those streams. So exactly what Jazzy said, you just use it and Mix It Up, and then you can click raid. And it'll do it through Mix It Up.
I didn't even know that was a feature. See, that's cool. I'm learning something every day. That's great. See, I'm gonna start using that. I usually just have to look for it myself. I have to use it.
It's great. You can sort through your followed channels, be like, oh, what friend should I raid? Or maybe your community is really loving this game. So it's like, oh, well, let's see who else is playing Lies of P right now and raid someone new who's got, a little less viewers than we do and send love to them. And it's great. I love that.
Or a little more viewers. But also, you said something that was super important that I wanted to touch on as well. And that was one of the things that you really said that I want to touch on. Also, that it just reminded me is that also if someone raids in and it tells you it's one person, sometimes that could definitely be a lie. Like I would say it's like 60%. It's like 60% a lie. Like usually.
Oh yeah. Twitch loves to lie about
Twitch
how many viewers you have.
Yeah. They love to lie about how many viewers you have, which is also another reason why you shouldn't watch your viewer count, because a lot of time it's not accurate. So
always got mine turned off.
Yeah, same on everything. And but like I've had people raid in with one person, and like literally 3 or 4 people have come in with it in chat.
Exactly. And message.
Yeah, and it even says, and it'll even say like, "Oh, this person's from the raid." And I'm like, "Is it Twitch?" Yeah. Because you said one person, but I see like 4 different people highlighted.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
like please just go raid out, bro. All right. That's all I have to say about that. All right.
Oh, another good thing. This isn't about bots, but another good thing if you are raiding out is sometimes Twitch won't take people with the raid. So a good thing to do is shout out or put a message of who you're raiding so that when you go offline, they can click and be like, oh, I'm here. It didn't take me with, the raid. But they can still end up in the same place because we found that happening and it's
facts. It hasn't been as bad lately, I've noticed, but
I've still seen it a little bit, yeah.
No, it does happen.
Yeah.
It's true.
But that's a great tool that Mix It Up can do with in regards to rating. Another cool thing is user info. And again, these are things that you can find out through Twitch's dashboard and mod view and stuff like that.
User info.
But you can also
tell me more.
Yeah, you can see people's account age, watch time, follow age, sub age, how many streams they've watched, how many subs they've gifted, how much money they've donated, how many bits they've given. You can write down private notes if you need to remember something about a viewer.
Yo,
You
that
know,
sounds.
went on holiday to Malta, you know, you should ask them about their holiday to Malta. If you're someone like me and you cannot remember,
I remember everything.
you remember everything. But if someone like me who just doesn't remember, not because I don't love you, just because all I have in here are memes, you can just write down, you know, ask about their holiday to Malta and just be like, oh, how was it? And then, you know, or write whatever you want. If you've got a particularly,
Imagine not caring enough about your viewers to not remember every single detail of them.
You're going to make the small streamers feel bad, Jazzy.
Shit, obviously I'm joking.
Just because you're a god gamer biggest streamer on Twitch.
Yeah. All right, look, it's not my fault I bring in more viewers than Eric.
Oh, well, that's proven. She's got a 3-month sub. Actually,
Yeah, so-
I think her sub may have run out. I need to re-up that.
What?
Yep. Write that down.
Sorry, there's a running gag where we think if we just Fanny thinks if they just keep subbing a gift to Emirath, that eventually they'll she'll just show up to the channel and be like, what the fuck do I keep getting a sub to this place for?
Your emotes are great, but who are you?
Yeah, who are you? Stop giving me a sub. I want her to come in so bad so I can just
quote 232.
Yes, quote 232. I literally bring in more viewers than ever.
Oh, great quote. Other things you can do with the user info are add user-specific chat commands, so only that user can do cool things. Or custom entrances. When they say a message in the chat, a cool sound plays, cool animation plays.
True.
Something happens.
Yeah, for some of your big regulars or something. Yeah. I mean, a command that only they can use.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have Mix It Up monitor my user list, so if Emirath even comes in to like lurk to like look like what the fuck I stream is about, it'll just tell me.
Yeah, just a wild alarm blares. It's like, it's happening. Michael Scott from The Office. It's happening. Everybody calm down.
Emirath, I know you're there. I can see you on the user list. It might be too late. She may have already done it on the first time you subbed.
Oh, she has. I just forgot to tell you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, my bad.
Maybe she'll come. Maybe she'll come back.
She blocked you. She blocked you.
Oh. I also would be upset that, you know, I'm being dumpstered by a god gamer and block them. You know, I get it.
Fair enough. It's jealousy. She knows you're a threat.
Yeah, 2 billion.
Speaking of commands, there are different things you can do with commands on Mix It Up. You can send chat messages. That's basic stuff. You know, say something in chat like, you know, we've got a fart command that only one person, well, no, I don't think one person can use it. Anyone can use it, but it takes that person and says, this isn't a command. And that's just a simple chat command.
Yes.
You can check.
Something I'm going to be setting up is because I have a Patreon with a tier. If they didn't hear, but I have a Patreon with a tier called Jimp. Which is a jazzy simp. And if you subscribe to the tier, I give you a custom command that only you can use. Now, I haven't implemented it yet because I need to make it. I could just make the command and make it so only this person could use it. But I want it to be future-proofed, so if I ever get any more gems, I don't have to have 50 different commands for like 50 different people. So
that's the great thing about Mix Up. You can make a user group.
Yeah, that's also
add everyone to that group, and then make the command only that group.
Yeah, and then but it's a very easy feature to implement.
Yeah,
and
it's lovely.
It's great. So 100%.
Yeah, with commands you can check certain conditions. You know, only VIPs, only people who have watched a certain amount of time. You know, every 60 seconds. You know, you can't spam them, or you can check like if a message contains a certain word. do this, and if it doesn't, do something else. Like, it's great. It's basically programming. You just code if statements.
But don't worry. When we say programming,
It's not scary. It's
like,
not scary.
It's like,
it makes it very easy.
It's like Visual Basic. It's like drag and drop coding.
It is, yeah. You can create and update counters. You know, if you have skill.
I use the counter system. I mix it up. I don't like it. I mean, I use it because it works. So yeah, I don't like the counter one to mix up because I can't view my counters without like using them.
You could put it on an overlay.
Yeah, I can put it on an overlay, or I can I have to create a command or go to a command that has a counter on it, and then I click a drop down, and then it'll I can see which ones they are, but then I can't see what they're at or anything without using it. I hate that. I think that's really dumb. I don't know why I can't just view my counters, but
great thing
that's the only thing.
Is Mix It Up has an incredible Discord server where you can make suggestions that honestly a lot of them have gotten implemented, and you can also get help with a lot of things.
That's true.
So I may write that down and say, make it so we can view the live count in the app kind of thing.
Yeah, because
they suggest it to them, because that's great.
Yeah, because it's
a good point.
It's honestly annoying, because I remember I was like, oh, do I have a counter for this? I have no idea. And then I had to and then I made it, and then I saw the drop down. I was like, update counter, command, do that. And then I had hit a drop down and choose my counter. I was like, oh, I do have that. So I was like, okay, so I don't need this command anymore. So I was like, well, what's it at? Is it reset? Like, what was it last year? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I use a counter command all the time for our annual guessing game. But that's the only counter I use. So, and so I only use it once a year. And so I was like, oh, I don't even know what that, what that is, what it was. I could even say maybe I want to tweak that. Like, man, we had X amount of scares, but I have to then use the command to see what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird. And
that being said, you could use Mix It Up to connect to your Twitter and then grab the scare count and put it in a tweet that you can send out using Mix It Up. It can do it all, Jazzy.
This is true. It can do
I should be like a product represent, like a marketing PR kind of person to sell Mix It Up.
Mix it up. Mix It Up ambassador.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I mean it's great, but that's honestly the only complaint I have about it, to be honest.
Which I'll write down and I will suggest to them.
If it gets implemented, I'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah. Mix It Up can also create clips, which are not going to be trimmed perfectly, but you can create markers to then go back to your VOD and make the clips. But you can make automatic clips with it.
I just do that on my Stream Deck with my marks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you don't have the money for a Stream Deck, Mix It Up is free.
You have a phone, all right? And phones.
Some people don't have a good enough phone, Jesse. Small streamers.
Danny. I don't know anyone who doesn't have a good enough phone.
Me before this phone that I got last year.
But you have it. So
yeah, now. But I streamed for 3 years before that.
Yeah. But you have it now.
Yeah.
Shit.
I have a good paying job.
Welcome to the 21st century.
Thank you. I had a flip phone and a bar phone before that.
I didn't even know you could fucking buy flip phones.
Oh yeah. Old people exist. That's why they still make them.
Yeah, but they don't stream.
It's true. No, I know plenty of
actually,
old people
that's actually fair. Actually, I do know plenty of old people who stream too.
Yeah. My dad would stream if he wasn't, a full-time taxi driver. I know it. He watches streams.
So. Does he? That's pretty cool. What does he say? What does he say about my stream?
So I can't hear you. You're coming out.
Honestly, shit, Dad.
I should recommend your stream. I'm afraid he'll find out too much about a dark side of me, seeing me in chat. He already knows my username. That's too far. But yeah, Mix It Up can also connect and control different aspects of your Discord. It can do automatic posts. It can read your Discord. It's got an inbuilt music player, which means that people can you can display the song name and artist on your stream or in your chat. You can have viewers.
Yeah, a
and
lot of
mods
people
control
do that.
everything.
A lot of people do that really weirdly. They'll like capture,
Yeah.
they'll add like a window capture for their Spotify and then like crop it to the like corner where it shows it. It's like, yeah, okay, sure, but like just use Mix It Up.
Yeah, exactly. And I maybe I'm wrong on this, but it can, I believe, connect to your Spotify and maybe even read from that. Who knows?
Why
I can't remember. I can't remember if it's one of the services that I saw listed.
Well, what does
but
it play
the fact
music
that it's
through?
got, it's inbuilt music player.
Yeah,
You just,
what service is it using to play music?
it's just your files, I believe.
Ah,
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, you
weak
know.
sauce. Nah, weak sauce. Weak sauce.
For me, that's perfect. I have a set amount of songs that I've downloaded. That way, you know, I don't
Okay.
need to update it. Because I use DMCA free list that I just downloaded, and then I have everything perfect and ready to go.
To be fair, you can
Um,
download music from Spotify if you have premium.
No, I know.
So
I know,
that still
but-
kind of works. But also, if it can't
Yeah.
connect to Spotify or like Apple Music or whatever people use, honestly, it's going down from a 98% to a 97% for me.
Still pretty good. Other things it can connect to, obviously your streaming software. It can control a lot. It can automate scenes and overlays and your audio, everything. Yeah.
Every
It
single
can.
one of my Twitch channel point commands goes to
Oh, yeah.
Mix It Up.
Yep. Yep. I was gonna. That's on my list of things to get to because it can it can do all your commands. You can create and edit the redeems through it. And then what they can do from there, just like you would do a normal chat command. You can also use it to connect to your voice mod if you use like filters and stuff.
True.
True. VTube Studio, if you're a VTuber, you can use it to connect to that, change your animations and whatnot. You can connect it to your YouTube, export things to that, update there, because of course if you're not streaming on Twitch, you might be wanting to change things there.
True.
With commands, you can wait a certain amount of time before running more actions if you need like breaks between different things.
You can
play
make some
sounds, you
commands
can-
mutually exclusive,
Yep.
or they have to like
Yep.
follow a queue. So it's like one command will
Yep.
play until the other command is done.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can play sounds. You can use text to speech. It's got a bunch of different voices you can choose from. You can use random chants to like do different actions, like 33%.
That's a
you know,
newer
it'll
feature, which
do
is
this.
actually pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I just added. I've already done some cool things in there. I've got a cool lurk command that says, user is lurking, busy eating, and then it'll say one of like 6 different foods. It'll be like busy eating cheese or eggs or pizza kind of thing. It'll just randomize that. It's oh, I should add that one.
Yes. That should be like a 1%. So
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everyone tries to get it again, but everyone's like, "What the?"
You can add timers that auto post timers can be for anything, but I use mine to auto post links to like Discord server every 15 minutes.
Don't do that.
Merch, wish list, donations. Don't do that.
I got strong opinions on that.
That is good. You can set it to like not spam your chat. Mine will not spam my chat if no one's talking.
Oh, okay.
It will not pop off if no one's talking. That way
Okay.
someone doesn't just walk in and it's like, oh,
I
only your
love
bot's
joint
spamming.
Discord. Yeah, like
Yeah, no. Mine does not do that.
there's
Mine
someone.
makes sure there's like 20, I think it's 15 or 20 lines of user between each span.
Okay, I
Yeah.
am going to. I'm not gonna out this person because it's not my place, but
No.
there's someone very specific that I'm thinking of. I think you
Mhm.
know who I'm talking about.
Probably.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well, there's actually a couple of people who do it, but there's one in particular that
Yeah,
where
there's plenty that I know.
Yeah, there's plenty that I know that do it, but there's one in particular.
Yeah.
It's very bad, and this
Yeah.
person has over. I'm gonna use a vague number, but they have like over like 3.8 thousand followers,
Yeah.
and they don't really pull in an audience. And
No.
I genuinely believe that is for two reasons. One goes back to that thing that we said about overlays. Don't make too much going on your screen.
Yeah.
Too much going on the screen is
Keep it
distracting. It's, I mean, like, you may not be a minimalist in life, but this is one of the places you need to be a minimalist. Less is more. You are pushing content, not pretty pictures and, like, changing rainbow colors, right?
Yeah.
That's not part of your content. No one likes to look at that for an extended period of time. But regardless of that point, one of the things they really do, and it even dissuades me from talking in their chat because it's so bad, is it's constant. It's constant. Every person that talks in their chat gets shouted out. He doesn't even know, like, they don't even know if they're a streamer or not. It just immediately shouts them out. So it's just blocks of text for everyone that chats the first time. And then not regardless, but then additionally to that, it also constantly spams links to socials. Yeah. And I can hardly even tell when someone's typing because I genuinely lose track of everything that's happening, like conversation-wise in the chat, because there's just such volume of, like, posts from this bot. So, and like I said, there's lots of people who do it, and I dislike it, but this person is particularly bad.
Yeah.
And I
if you are going to set up timers, make sure you set up something like mine where you make sure there's a particular amount of actual people typing.
I would not even people typing, just like messages that have been sent. And I mean, honestly, I would not go as I would not feel bad to say go as far as making it like 50 messages. It's so demoralizing to go into a chat and just see spammed links every 5 minutes, like, or even every 15 minutes. Like, I genuinely hate it. And if you have a chat overlay, please make sure that your bot is not included in your chat overlay. It's very easy to do.
You just go, blacklisting users from the overlay. Just don't show them.
Exactly. And you don't want your bots to show up in your chat overlay. It is not good. All right?
Because that's every time someone uses a Discord link. It's like gonna post the Discord, or a news link. It's gonna post the whole bit of news, all the updates. It's like more spam over your video game kind of thing.
Exactly. Also, it's also just like people use the chat box. The reason I know some people don't want chat overlays on their stream, and that's fair. I get it. But the reason I do it is because a lot of people, at least for me in my community, a lot of people watch the stream while they're working or playing a video game.
Exactly.
And so what do? They full screen the stream.
Yep.
And
they don't have the chat open.
So they can't see the chat. So the reason I think you should have a chat overlay, mine's minimalistic. You still see through it. It's, it's fine. But the reason I have it is so people in full screen can still see what's happening in chat. So if I am responding to something, they don't have to say, what did that person say? They can just see it on the screen. And I think
it's also good for VODs later on if you upload them elsewhere. Can't always see the chat if you're not watching it on Twitch.
True. And also, I think it's also good, like if you're making a TikTok video and responding to chat or something. But another good, and like, just to give it some credibility, there is a streamer who I've watched for years and years and years. His name is Tice. It's Thijs. He is a professional Hearthstone streamer, and he always uploads his videos to YouTube. He's just had a kid, and it's been crazy to see his journey, but his YouTube has always just been like, I'm gonna upload some matches for my Hearthstone stream. It's fine. It's great, whether it's win or lose. It's a good time. But I remember he'd always be like responding to people in chat, and I could never see it. And literally, he's now starting to take more of an interest in his YouTube. He's like, should I do intros, guys? Like, respond to the comments. And he's been taking a more active role in his YouTube channel. And one of the things he has now implemented is a chat box. so we can see if we're watching, because I watch his YouTube videos all the time. I don't really watch the stream anymore, but now I can see the chat and what people are saying. Like if he makes a mistake or if he makes a bad play and people are making fun of him and he responds to that, I can see what they're saying, and I could never do that before. And so it's like, that's one of the biggest. I think he is the biggest Hearthstone streamer, and even he has now made that decision. And he also has a chat overlay. At least he did that decision for his YouTube videos, but I think he also has a chat overlay on stream. But I may be wrong about that one. But the fact is, he put it on his YouTube for people who, like, if you're full screening a Twitch stream, but instead for YouTube, you can see what's happening. And so just to give it credibility, I just think you should do that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Love that. Back to Mix It Up.
Yeah, sorry, back to Mix It Up.
Other things you can do is Mix It Up has a great little community section where people who make commands, or if you want commands, can upload them, and you can download them and then edit them to. Yeah, well, I've used it for plenty of things, like dice rolling. Yeah, I've used like a dice rolling command. I wanted to look it up, see how it worked.
I looked it up.
Downloaded it, and you can edit it and customize it. It may not be for you.
Well, no. I've used the community tab, and I could never find what like I wanted on there. I just assumed that no one freaking uploaded their commands.
No. I mean, I'm not sure what you looked up, but I've looked up plenty of commands that I would need and found how it works and edited them to say exactly what I want.
I think I looked up. I think I looked up a gamble command back before I was affiliated.
Okay.
And
of course.
And I was just like, that's so upset. Yeah, I was like, that's so upset. But I think it was before the random function. So
okay. Yeah.
You know.
Maybe.
It's probably there now. But look, I could have just gone in the Discord and asked, because they're super helpful and speedy and responsive.
No, they are. Honestly, someone would have probably just made a command for you because they're that great. Speaking of, if you're not, affiliate, there are chat currencies you can make.
Yes.
You can give
I used this before I was an affiliate.
Inventory. Yeah, you can have your own little inventory. Which you can use alongside or instead of Twitch's inbuilt channel points. Have little items that you can buy, like sound alerts or cosmetic. You can even make a deeply intricate battle system, which I've never done, but I've seen it done just through Mix It Up. It's crazy.
Yeah, before I was an affiliate, so I mean, I wasn't an affiliate for like 3 years, because of government reasons, but during that time, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and not have channel points. So I implemented channel points myself so that people could use. And that was great. And now but now people still earn those channel points, those fake channel points. I could have just deleted them, but I was like, why not? Because one of the things, you can Mix It Up to do giveaways. It's a pretty.
That's also on there.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk about that now really quick. You can use it to do giveaways, and you can even make it link to your overlays, which I should do, to be honest, and I don't do it. But yeah, so I just think it's really, really good to do that, because not only is it just a great system, but also you can make them. You can charge people currency to enter. So even if you have real channel points, your affiliated partner or whatever, I recommend just implementing a small, like even if no one knows about it, an incognito currency that people earn just by watching or being there in the chat. They don't have to talk in the chat, just by being there. And then you charge like whatever an accurate amount of that is. And so I usually do like 400. It usually depends on the price of the game, but anywhere from 400 to like 1,000, but usually 400. And the reason I do that is because if you follow, you instantly get 250. My giveaways usually run for an hour. So if you're there for an hour or even 30 minutes, you definitely will have enough, especially if you're actively participating in chat, you'll have enough to participate in that giveaway. And if you're new, and it also just prevents people who literally have no interest in you, your community, or your stream from coming in, or just bots from coming in, and just, exclamation point enter. right? Because so many times, like, there's just bots that troll Twitch, like looking for like a giveaway hit, and they just go and enter it to try and win free shit. And so many people just come in, and like, I get it, right? Like, free shit is great. Who doesn't want free shit? Like, haha, free, thank you. But like, you know, I don't want to give, like, if I'm doing a giveaway, I'm doing it for my community. Like, I want to, it's a way to like give back to my community, or like reward my community for, like, you know, supporting me. You know, it's not for like this random fucking Timmy who decides like, oh, well, I like this game and I don't fucking care about this streamer or anyone here, but I like this game. It's not for that person. And I think just implementing like a little shadow currency to prevent that is extremely helpful.
Another thing you could do if you don't want to do the shadow currency thing is you could check their watch time, and just say if it's more than a certain amount, then they can enter the giveaway.
That's true, but that's a little bit more complicated because you'd have to define like a user role for that. But
I don't believe you.
Because the enter command is straight off of the giveaway section on Mixup.
Is it? See, I've never run a giveaway through Mixup, so Jazzy has, so clearly he knows a bit more than me on that bit. But yeah, the master.
What can I say? I know everything.
It's also got a quote system, quote 232.
Yeah, I love the quote system. I don't know if there's a limit on quotes, but I think we have over 1,000 now.
Yeah, Jazzy's got a. If there is a limit, Jazzy will find it.
I will find. I say so much shit.
Every stupid thing that Jazzy says. I've even got just a Jazzy quote list that I've got saved on a notepad.
That's another feature you should tell them to do, is that you can export that to a notepad. That should be, that should be a feature.
And if you've got a quote system somewhere else, you can import that.
That is true.
That does take a little finessing. I know that when Jazzy moved to Mixup, I went through. He didn't have that many quotes at the time, because I wouldn't do it now. But at the time, he didn't have that many quotes.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you wouldn't do it now?
I don't have the time with all the stupid shit you say.
You'll do it, and you'll fucking like it.
But like, some of the quotes are just that I've written for Jazzy are great. The first one is one of the first ones is just
balls.
As we've said before,
balls everywhere.
Balls everywhere. Oh yeah, wasn't that your first quote?
That's quote number one.
Yeah, just true beauty.
I don't even know why. I don't know why I know that. It's just I couldn't tell you quote two, and no one even uses quote one. It's just something I know.
Exactly.
My first ever quote.
Quote 377. Don't tell Foxy about my wife and kids.
What?
It's great.
Oh my god.
Quote 439 comes out a lot in the month of October. I ain't afraid of no fucking video game, dude. Just every time he screams, you just do that one.
Oh god.
I like 691. Don't hold me accountable for all the things I say. That one's true. That was true for Jazzy. But yeah, quote system's great. That one's a great one.
That's some shit that if you say, it's like, I mean, if someone sees that quote, they're gonna think I say fucking horrible shit. I don't. I just talk about like how I want to, you know, do your mom or something.
Which is true.
I don't know. Your mom is awful.
Yeah, my mother, maybe not, but like most other mothers, snitch.
I'll slide right in there, baby.
Yeah.
I'll slide in and tell her how good that mac and cheese she makes is. And she'll be like, oh my god, this young man's complimenting my cooking. And I'll be like,
macaroni in a pot.
Yeah, damn right.
But yeah, other things you can do with Mixup. We've touched on this before, but you've got a moderation system that I use. Jazzy doesn't. He might later, but it can be customized to your liking. You can prevent bad words, apply strikes automatically, set a max amount of caps in a sentence if you don't want people spamming and yelling all the time. Max amount of emotes. I had this, and then I was let people have the fun.
Does Mixup have this issue? Because Moobot used to, Moobot doesn't anymore, but Moobot used to. Which now I actually think it's like an option, which is weird. I think, and Moobot, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's an option in Moobot that you can turn on and off,
Tell me.
Yeah, if you're limiting the caps
Mhm.
in a sentence, it counts the username. So
I don't
I used to
know about
limit,
that.
so I used to limit the caps in a sentence
Yeah.
to like whatever. And then there was someone who came in who we know and love, Stone City,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
his whole name is in
Yeah.
caps. And
Yeah.
every time he spoke, he got timed out. And we were just like, what? Why? And we figured out it was because we limit the amount of caps you can have, and his name was exceeding that.
No.
But I don't know why it counted his name. So
I am trying to think if I have any viewers with all caps names. I don't think I've ever had that problem. So either I don't have any viewers like that, or it's not a problem with Mix It Up.
okay. Well, it's not a problem with Move On anymore, but it was an issue.
I've got a couple more points with Mix It Up. Is you can see all the commands that have been used, which is great for like it's not a common thing you need to look at, but it's great for like debugging. If something doesn't work, see what was just used. Other services that you can connect to that I haven't mentioned yet are PITS, which stands for Twitch Integrated Throwing System, which is you can throw objects at like a VTuber and have them bounce off their head and stuff. I love that.
And you not just throw it, you can just throw it at normal people too, right?
You can, but it won't hit the physics. But you can absolutely do that. Yeah. Lumia Stream, which I believe is a lighting system.
I have no idea what that is. It sounds like
I think it's because luminance and whatever. I believe it's a lighting system that you can connect to via Mix It Up. Have people control the color of your lights, which I think is awesome. I've done that in
awful
before.
If you have a green screen.
Oh yes. It's great for people like me who don't plan on having a green screen. That's not my vibe. And would like some pretty colors. But it's every stream is different. I think they can definitely work for some people who want stuff in their background and cool things like that. It can connect to stream avatars, which is a fun little like program where you can have like little avatars.
I actually did not know they could connect to stream avatars. That is cool.
Which is really cool. It can connect to your Patreon, your Twitter, different charity services.
Can I do my Patreon?
Yes, I can. Yes.
I even know.
Yes, I was looking in the list. I'm not sure what it can do because I don't have a Patreon, but you should look into that. It's a service that can connect to.
I got a busy
different
weekend.
Charity services. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun. You found out a lot this recording.
Tell you.
Yeah. Those are all the things I've got written down for Mix It Up, but oh my, can it do so much more? And it's got a great documentation manual. And as I said, a great server on Discord. With loads of friendly people that you write a thing, you have a problem, you post screenshots, and people will reply to you within half an hour. It's wonderful.
It's usually like 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I say within half an hour. If you've got like a crazy problem, which I've had before, then someone will be like, look, I'll reply now.
True.
But yeah, it's just it can do so much, and I love it, and I recommend it, and I will help anyone who needs help setting it up because I want to push it out there. I think the thing we really need to talk about though, Jazzy.
Yes.
Now that we've talked about Mix It Up, is Commander Root.
Yes. God, yes. All right. Commander Root. All right.
The godsend of just
Twitch did something very right here. All right. I'm telling you right now, it is incredible. Yeah. So, have you ever been follow botted and think, oh my God, I have to go ban like fucking 100 people now or something?
Yeah, once I had Commander 2,000 followers at once. It was great.
Yeah, so Commander Root is for you. Commander Root is an incredible program that if you ever get follow botted, or even just if you want to check out some of the information, or just ban, maybe you didn't get follow botted, maybe like a random bot followed you, right?
Yeah.
And either way, you go to Commander Root, just Google Commander Root. It's like the first option, right? And you just click on it, you sign in, and then
I believe it's known as Twitch Tools now, the website. Just so people don't
well,
get
yeah, but
confused.
still, but if you just Google Commander Root, it'll be the
Oh
first
yeah,
thing.
you'll find it. You'll find it. I just don't want people to think Twitch Tools is something different because it's the same thing.
Well, look,
Yeah.
the most important thing you can do when you get follow botted is just write the time down immediately. The time and the first viewer who followed.
Yeah. The first username that is like, oh, random sequence of letters and numbers that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
There'll always be a pattern.
Yeah, the first one, or I mean, even if they're actual real names, which I've had, but the first name and the time, that's it.
Yeah.
And then just like turn off your alerts and just keep streaming. Fuck it, you can deal with it. You're not gonna get banned because you got follow botted as long as you take care of it within like 24 hours.
Exactly.
All right. So just chill, continue your stream. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Okay. As long as you have that information, the time. I'm gonna say it again because it's so important. The time and the first person who followed, and then all you do is you go to Commander Root when you're done streaming, and you log in. You'll see there's a place where you can remove followers. All right, it forces them to unfollow. You can also ban them if you want. All right, and you just type in the date and the time, and you say like what, like October 26th. I don't know, 4:16. I think it only goes in 5-minute increments. So you like 4:15 a.m. or whatever p.m. And then you show all followers from that point onwards, and it'll show all of them. And then you just maybe add a couple other followers. And you just find that first name, and then it'll be every other name after that. Every other name after that. And then you just make sure you just say remove all of those followers. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Commander Root, while being exceedingly fantastic, is also exceedingly dangerous. I have seen people, and I still get anxiety when I use it, because it is not hard to accidentally remove every single follower you have. I have seen it happen, and it is terrifying because there is no undo button. If they unfollow, if you click like unfollow these viewers, it will unfollow them, and you cannot make them follow back. Now, I know that sounds terrifying, and it is. So you should respect it. But it is a powerful, powerful tool to remove these follow bots. Okay? And so just have to make sure the right things are checked. Double check it, triple check it, quadruple check it, penta-check it. Just check it so many times that you have the right things marked up. And now they even give you a notification. It'll be like, we're going to remove X amount of people. Is that right? Go check your follower account. Maybe like, yes, that's the right amount of followers to remove. I cannot stress enough. Check. And then when you think you're done checking, check one more time, because you can remove all of your followers just by clicking the wrong button. And you just, that no one wants to see that happen. Nobody wants to see that happen. So please make sure that you have that checked up and ready, okay? Now, outside of that, Commander Root is amazing.
It's incredible. I remember when my partner was streaming and just everything went to shit. We didn't know what to do because he was like a month into streaming and we had never seen this happen to anyone before. Speaking of, he just walked in the door. And so we just stopped stream and we just went to Commander Root and just did that, checked that they were all bots, and just one click and they were gone. And it was a lot of stress off our shoulders, because that can be scary when that happens if you don't know what to do.
Let's quickly touch on what links to allow and not allow.
Links to allow and deny.
Yes.
A lot of these will be just deny these, but some of them will be dependent on your kind of stream. Don't allow links to, there are certain patterns with spam bots that are like, go to dodgehype.spam/fake. And there's a good way, I know Moobot has common patterns that it follows, but Mixup can also detect the pattern that it's using and just ban spammy links that show up in your chat, which, you know, even the smallest of streamers are going to get the spam links.
Sure.
Graphic design artists that come in and
yes.
like, oh, look, I see you don't have any art on your channel that has art all over it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a graphic designer.
Or
I can
like,
shut those down.
or like when they're like, hey, I think maybe
Yeah.
I would love to talk about like maybe getting some art. It looks a little bit dated. It's like, oh, cool, thanks. I literally just bought these last week. That happened to me, bro.
Also,
That happened to me.
Yeah. We call them out all the time as well.
Yeah, I was like, that's so crazy because like I literally just got this. Like,
You've also got like, depending on your stream, you might want people to be able to drop YouTube videos. Like if you're, I don't know, I'm trying to think of streams that would allow YouTube videos like music reviewers, you know, or hey, you know, if you don't mind promo, if you're like reviewing people's streams, allow people to drop their own streams in there. Drop clips in there. We've talked about moderation with whitelisting certain clips. If you want to allow clips from any channel or just from yours or none at all. I know plenty that don't allow clips at all in their thing, and they say, hey, if you've got clips, put it in the Discord server kind of thing.
yeah.
You know, Twitter, you know, I watch a streamer who allows Twitter links and it's just like, oh, I saw this funny tweet, and he can click on it and go to that and react to it. But you also might not want that because it's like you don't know what the Twitter post is going to say. So you don't want other people in your chat clicking on it kind of thing.
Monka.
So, you know, maybe even only allow Twitter links from VIPs, you know, people you trust.
Yeah.
Or mods kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are definitely links that you want to allow and deny, and I would do your own research, go into other people's streams, see what they're allowing and denying.
I think the things I allow in mine are obviously clips of my channel, and then Steam likes.
Yes,
So
because people want to suggest games.
So people will just be like, "Hey, check out this game," and so they'll send me like a Steam link. Now, I may remove the Steam links one because it doesn't really get used.
You do have a suggestions channel.
I do have it, yes, and and also, I don't really want people to send like a link to porn.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
So I may remove that one, but you know the other ones are fine.
Yeah. So I mean, do your own research and figure out the links that you want and don't want. And I think that's a really smart idea because you don't just want someone sending a link to anywhere. We've seen what goes on around the internet.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous world out there. So yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
No, I think that just about wraps it up. I think we're good. I think that wraps it up for this episode of Faux The Streamers. I hope that really helped you. And as always, I want to give a big thank you to our Patreon subscribers of this tier that can see this. All right. Thank you so freaking much to our Jimp, Black Belt 33. We love you so much. But even also to every other Patreon subscriber. You are, if you, you know, I don't want this, if this ever gets out, I want you to know that we're still thanking you too, even if you can't see it, okay? So, Jester6619, thank you as well for also being our second and only, well, not only, but our second Patreon subscriber as well. It used to be our only one as well. But thank you both so much, Black Belt and Jester. We appreciate you a lot. You're amazing. Thank you for your continued support. Couldn't do this without you, okay? As always, my friends, stay jazzy. We'll catch you in the next one. I'm Jazzy Faux. That's Fanny Slam. We'll catch you 2 weeks for the next Faux The Streamers episode.